Discuss that beyond sentence you have discourse linguistically. Now here you can see there are two sentences. Now these two sentences they have taken from the book titled Cohesion in English, written by Halliday and Hassan, published in 1975. Now, wash and core 6 apples is one sentence. Put them in a bowl is second sentence. You can see that both these sentences, they are subjectless. So we know that in English you have imperative sentences, and imperative sentences are subjectless. So this subject you wash and core 6 apple, you put them in a bowl, is an example of ellipsis, because this you is recoverable from the context. So when you give a command, wash and core 6 apples, put them in a bowl, it is an instruction, and you can give instruction, and to whom you are giving instruction, this subject is recoverable. It is understood that it is you that you are omitting. Now another important thing is that the meaning of them. Now them is a pronoun. This pronoun in linguistics is known as anaphor. So anaphor is a jargon in linguistics. Otherwise pronoun you already know. So them, anaphor, looks for the meaning. Them can be anything. Them can be footballs. Them can be grounds. Them can be people. But here what is them? So you are in the search of them. How will you find the meaning of them? When you cross the sentence boundary. What is the sentence boundary? Full stop is the sentence boundary here. So generally you know that one of the definitions that we have studied, that a sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a mark of punctuation. Here the capital letter is W in the first sentence and mark of punctuation is full stop. Second sentence, P is the capital letter and mark of punctuation is again full stop. So you have a sentence boundary in the form of full stop. So you want to know the meaning of them. For that you need to cross the sentence boundary. So them is your anaphor. Anaphor is in search of meaning. That means some grammatical element will provide its meaning to them. So in the previous sentence, 6 apples becomes antecedent. So antecedent is the giver of meaning. Antecedent is giving its meaning to them. So when I ask like what is them here, the answer is 6 apples. And when we talk about what type of relationship is there between 6 apples and them, then very easily you can say that there is a cohesive relation. So now you understand that why Saussure said that everything depends upon relations. So this is the meaning of everything depends upon relations when we look at this sentence, wash and core 6 apples, put them in a bowl. If there is no relationship between 6 apples and them, then you will never able to understand the meaning of anaphor them, because antecedent 6 apples is giving its meaning to them. So what type of relation? Cohesive. There is a cohesion, and this cohesive relation is across sentence boundary that you have. And linguistically, because of this cohesive relationship, because antecedent 6 apples is giving its meaning to anaphor them, then it is a discourse. So here there are only 2 sentences, but there is a discourse, and this discourse is because of a cohesive relationship exists between 6 apples antecedent and them anaphor.